I'm Kelly Steinborn, and this is my demonstration speech. These are my audience members, Kenny and Jason. And I know many of you have taken hundreds, if not thousands, of pictures of family and friends throughout your lifetime. But what do you do with those pictures once you have taken them? Well, a scrapbook is a great way to store those photos. And I'm here today to tell you about how to choose photos for your scrapbook page, what materials you'll need, and how to lay out the scrapbook page as well. And hopefully you'll see that by making scrapbook albums, it's a fun and easy way to store and organize all of your memories. The first thing that you'll want to do is find your photos. And according to learntoscrapbook.com, you'll want to make sure that you're choosing photos that are not overexposed or blurry, and make sure you're choosing photos that are relevant to your scrapbook page. Another thing you'll want to keep in mind is that you're using enough photos to cover your scrapbook page. Most people choose anywhere between 2 to 5 scrapbook pictures. I've already chosen 3 pictures that I'm going to scrapbook with today. The next step you'll want to do is gather all of your materials. The basic materials you'll need is the scrapbook album, a paper trimmer or cutter, your scrapbook paper or cardstock. You can use decorative scissors or regular scissors. You can use stickers and different embellishments as well. And the main thing you'll always want to make sure you have is the scrapbook tape or scrapbook glue. Karen B. from scrapbook.com states that you'll want to make sure that your paper, glue, and tape is acid-free, because that makes sure that your scrapbook pages don't fade or turn yellow over the years. So now that we've gathered all our materials, the next thing we'll want to do is start organizing our scrapbook page. You'll want to start with a base page, and that's where you'll stick all of your photos and your embellishments on. And you can be creative throughout this process and kind of make it your own. One thing I like to do is to make borders around each of my pictures. If you have a picture and it's too big for that, you'll put it into the paper trimmer and cut it so that it fits onto your scrapbook page. And to mat the picture, you'll take a piece of scrapbook paper and you'll put a little bit of tape on each of the sides. And you'll kind of line it up to the edges, and you want to make sure you have a border around each of the sides. Most of the time your border is going to be from 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch thick, but again it depends on how you want it to look. So on this one we have a little extra material, so we'll have to stick it back into the paper cutter, line it up, and make sure all of the edges are even. And you can see that we have a nice even border around the whole thing. So I've already matted 2 of the other pictures that we're going to work on. So the next thing you want to do is organize them on your scrapbook page. And you can kind of be creative with this process as well and put them wherever you'd like to. One thing you want to make sure that you do though is you don't tape anything down until you're absolutely sure that's where you want your pictures to be. Because if you do and you don't like your layout, you'll have to rip them off and more than likely tear the paper. So as you're taping the pictures down where you want them to be, you'll just want to make sure you put a little bit of tape on each of the 4 corners. You don't have to use a lot of tape on each of the corners as well, and I've found that I like to use the tape rather than the glue just because it's a little less messy. So now that I have all of my scrapbook pages, or my scrapbook pictures on the page, the next thing you'll want to do is add your embellishments or stickers. And with this too, you can use whatever embellishments or stickers that you like and put them wherever you like to on the page. For mine, I'm going to use some football stickers that I have since it's a Bison football game that I'm scrapbooking. And once you finish putting all your stickers on, your scrapbook page is basically done, and all you need to do is slide it into one of the sleeves of your scrapbook album. And then you continue on until your scrapbook album is full. So I've explained how to create a scrapbook page, and hopefully by knowing how to choose your photos, the materials you'll need, and how to lay out a scrapbook page, you'll be able to create many albums of your own, and you'll be able to keep and cherish your memories forever.